Guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you folks doing this morning? Happy to see all of you on the live. Share the broadcast for us. Smash that emoji button as well. I know some of you all vexed with me because I was cooking my little cook-up just last evening. And I know the ingredients had some of you very bothered. Bigly, some of you are bothered bigly. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Well, thank you. Jilly G says loud and clear. Thank you for forwarding that daily devotion. I know I don't get the chance to see all the time. Thank you, Jilly G. Every day ensuring I'm staying on the straight and narrow, and that's needed in these times. There's so many temptations, plural. You know, I submitted to one. It's called my wife now. That being said, so many temptations out there to go in different directions. You know, to go driving on the highway. You know. I'd rather be home on a weekend cooking some cook-up, you know. Brian Lewis, Mazroon is in the house. Mandy Cummins. Been last evening cooking a little cook-up and so on. Look, I ain't tell you all, weekends, it's family. You know, man, we gotta cook sometimes. Can't talk too loud. No, I got to say that to impress you all. Man, we gotta cook sometimes. We gotta cook sometimes. There I was stirring my cook-up. You know, who cares what's in the cook-up? That is called cook-up for a reason, Mandy. You know? Yeah, I teach Chanel how to make cook-up. What y'all can tell me? Or will she teach me? Look at Chanel teach me. What y'all can tell me? What's in the cook-up? Stays in the cook-up. You know? What's in the... I happy, what's his name, wasn't talking to some shoemaker. And say, oh, the best leather for the cook-up. You know, who's cook-up over someone? Main Street Cook-up. Good morning. Some of y'all jealous me, you know. I'm my little kitchen, my little pot bubbling, you know, right? Jilly G once, if you cooking, you cook up with carrots rip. What's put up a pepper pot? Mind we, not we business. Mind we, now we business. Gilady Cox is loud and clear. Folks, what a morning. What a morning. I know we got this song for our evening show. Oh God, I feel like it this morning. Wop, wop, wop. I feel like it this morning. But we won't do it this morning. It's only for our evening show. We won't. Wop, wop, wop. It's a lot. It's a lot. You ever wake up? Good. In other news, Stephen Sears. Drink this little black tea here. Drink this little black tea. In other news, you ever wake up good, and then you don't know how they one good hand. You ever wake up good? Maxine? I felt like a little different morning, Some different shades. Jill Jane taking you along this morning. Wake up good. My God. That's why it's good to start the day on the straight and narrow. I got up listening to a wonderful song. My wife introduced me to it the other day. Broken People by Israel and the New Breed. I mean, this song is like 2 years old. I know, like I hear it for the first time. I may have heard it before. I was hearing it, but apparently wasn't listening. So I got up, and like the pattern for the last few days, I'd listen to it, let it saturate my being. I can't sing, but I know good singing when I hear it. Right? I know good singing when I hear it. Naomi wants to know if we blaming Nigel for Divin. Look, at this point, y'all do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all don't listen to me anyhow. I say send the donations. Let's keep this thing going strong. I ain't got time. I say share the live. Y'all don't get tired of me. I don't know if telling y'all who to blame is going to work. So what y'all do if y'all want to do this point? It's big people. Colleen and all the other folks who are joining us this morning. Happy to see you all on the live. Right? Deborah says the coconut was missing the Tacoma worm. The Tacoma worm. People do the pepper. They do the cook up different. People do the cook up different. Incidentally, my wife did cook up this weekend. Like it was a cook up weekend. Incidentally, yeah. I guess I actually said last night I can try me hand at it. Throw my little green peas, Some of y'all gonna say it's AI. Flap y'all. Flap all of you. Some of y'all gonna say it's AI. Audrey Bob says she's shocked with GPL. Sorry, shocked with Devin Sears. There's she Felix. She's shocked with Devin Sears. Audrey Bob, girl. I had a partner. He called me this morning. He said sit down. As a matter of fact, he didn't say sit down. He said bop, bop, bop. I said, gee, when you call for tell people certain things, you got to tell them sit down. Is anybody there with you? You must know how to break things to people. Anybody there with you? You don't just come and just say, hey, look what happened here. Shock people like that. Still got a little thing in my eyes. Just wake up, clean my face, you. How you always break bad news to people? Huh? Can I give you some feedback about the cook-up? How you break bad news to people? Could I give you some feedback? Could I get Main Street some feedback? Could I? He just called me. He just called me like that. Show this thing in your chest. You gotta know to break news to people. When When he told me what was happening, I said, I hate you. I hate you. Then I asked him, who do we blame? It's Nigel or who do we blame? Huh? I hate you. How do you break bad news to people? My cue, if I ever call you and it's bad news, right? Are you sitting down? That's the cue. Number two, is anybody there with you? That's the cue. So I can brace myself here now. Brace myself this chair. You don't know how people get up in the morning. You don't know what tethering them to reality. Sometimes a 10 things say, the only thing keeps me solid sometimes is my faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. Otherwise, I might get in some highway, in some van, something like that. You don't know this walk I am. Some of you, I think it's easy. I tell you, this program costs something to produce. And, you got to keep it going one way or the other, very soon, very shortly. We want to keep it going, but some of you are taking me for granted. Right? Tempted by some highway stories. You don't know. Send a donation today and help us. Couldn't find a perfect segue. Send a donation today and help us. Folks, you might be smiling. This is how we register this pair. Send a donation today and help us to move along, Please and thank you. Help us to keep putting one foot in front of the next. It's Cancer Awareness Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're going to be marching on Sunday coming. For all of you standing in the gap, for all our sisters, for our wives, for the mothers, for our nieces, for all we need them standing in the gap for you folks. For men also, who are also affected by cancer, by breast cancer too. Sunday coming, I think is the big One Communication March. We're going to be part of that as we seek to bring recognition to how far we've come, where we are currently, and the way left to go ahead. We're going to be on that. On Sunday, looking forward to seeing some of you if you're out there. I think they start at the Everest ground. We're starting there, and then you do a nice little walk, and then you come back and, shed light on it. Right? Edward Boom says, get tested. Early detection is key. Edward is correct. Early detection is key. Folks, y'all ever wake up good? Right? Do you ever wake up good? Our friend even woke up like that recently. You wake up good. Next thing you know, you're in a bus going somewhere. You're in a bus going somewhere. Can hardly explain it. It happens. It happens. Folks got up the same way. Quite recently, this was Saturday. We've had a long weekend, man. My God, I'm trying to come to grips. I got a meeting just after this broadcast. All right, we're gonna do this for about 45 minutes. Got a meeting after this. Some folks got up the same way. Good. Next thing you know, you dive in. You don't even know. This is just off the New Harbor Bridge. And the New Harbor Bridge, like this bridge, little thingish. I find like since I give the bridge the name, traffic are back up every day. Thing a turnover every day by a bridge. Every day. My God, we got to do something. You sure they commissioned this thing, right? They do the holy water and so on. They say the prayers and so. Every day something now. Folks thought it was a car wash. They just Saturday, we gotta be more careful on the road out there. Come on now, man. We's big people. Did I say that right? We's big people. We gotta pay attention. We gotta slow down. Jilly G. But I could understand how this thing could happen. You ever wake up good? Sometimes you wake up like that. My wife woke up good this morning. Here she told me, she said, I see a car, right? We need a new car. We've had a car, must be more than 10 years now. We're simple people, simple. 15, 20 years. What does it matter? You got a kid, change your car every decade. What's the matter with y'all? All right. So she said, here, next year for my birthday, right? you can do the down payment and I can finish up. It's not a good deal, you know? Yeah, I wake up good this morning. She's a lady of ideas. Good. You wake up. Some other folks woke up like that. I think this was yesterday. Was it yesterday morning? My God. You can't give you all a holiday. Jesus of mercy. You can't give you all. This country got a traffic demon. A driving spirit for Pentecostals out there. You know we pick up things in our spirit. We spirit clean. We clean spirit people. Good morning to all the people at is it People's Assembly? People's AOG? They're on the East Coast. Good morning to all my parishioners. You know, y'all got some car demons, road demon, driving spirits. Right? Friday is usually in the Pentecostal church. Friday is usually Deliverance Day. You get in a good Pentecostal church and Friday, they got you vomiting up some stuff. You didn't even know you had inside. Casting out your legions. You driving straight after that. You driving on the straight and narrow after that. You know? You ever wake up good? The next thing you know, bad parking, man. Bad parking. You know, very bad. People different. Different in this place. You know? Very different. You know, Saturday holiday. Y'all gotta be careful out there, man. Right? Sharon, slow down. Something attracting people. The water sign. I don't know. Just think to water. Right? Think to water. Right? Naomi, I'm not taking you on. Ignore Naomi. Slow down. Let me arrive alive. That's just the weekend. Bringing you all in softly, you know. Something little palatable. Then we saw over the weekend, I think this was yesterday. Jesus, can't leave you all alone. Mud flinging. Some mud flinging, mud shine. I don't know how y'all call it. Mud flinging, mud shine business there in the Cinderella County, they call it. That's what they call it. The Cinderella County. Yeah, people are dangerous in Essequibo, man. You can't just be throwing stuff at people. You're asking for trouble out here. You can't just be flinging stuff at people like that. Some of y'all asking for a lot of problems. You know, asking for a lot. Some people are good, you know. Good. Right? Good. And then it's problems. Mud flinging story there in region 2. Make sure I got my regions right. Mud flinging business there in region 2. And look, how people are saying, can't just be operating thing like that, flinging stuff on people. That's, you know, I'm not trying to impress my former law lecturers. That's assault and battery, right? Which one is the fearful apprehension that force will be applied? Is that assault? Is that battery? Whatever it is. Right? The twin offense. Fearful, you become fearful that force is going to be applied to your person. Right? I think that is the assault. Or is it the battery? And the other one is the actual application of you touch the person. Take something and you fling at somebody like that. You know, I saw I think Martin Samaru, young teacher in Esquibo. He said wrong is wrong. He came up with rice story, pollution, dust story. You know, they got with these rice people. He said wrong is wrong. I like that. I like me some sharpshooters. You know, this is Esquibo. Yeah. Yeah. You see, when we start taking law into our own hands, when we start taking the law into our own hand, wild, wild west. I mean, we ain't too far from that. All things considered, is a wild, wild west out there. And we gotta be so cognizant of people's right too. Right? How we know wasn't some acidic substance in that thing? I mean, what if the shoe were turned? It was the person there who has the mud flung in their direction. Well, he had the bucket of mud. You know? He got a grievance with people. Let the law take its course. Maybe that's a symptomatic of people that don't trust the law. You know, nothing, the law ain't doing nothing. Joylin, JLG. It was a wild, wild west weekend. When the Hudson, wild, wild west. That man wake up good, good, good. Sometimes it's like that. You ever wake up good, good, good? Then it's something. It's always something, you know. That's why I like Get Up with Jesus. You know, some of you get up with whoever you perceive as the creator. It's not what the Siddhartha says. Whoever you perceive him to be. You start a day like that, man. Whatever life throws at you, whatever the vicissitudes of life fling in your direction, you shake that. You know, you might be tempted to pick up a bucket of mud. You think I ain't get them temptation? You know, I get them temptation. I find a hymn quick. Draw me nearer, blessed Lord, to the cross where thou hast died. Draw me nearer to thy precious. Get a hymn down in me. I got a moment like that. You know, you want to unplug because you feel somebody has wronged you. Let the law take its course. You ever wake up good, good, good? I wake up good, good, good. I get a phone call. Jesus. People can't get bad news, you know. Huh? Some people can't get bad news. People at HGPTV 19. Can't get bad. Oh, see. Anybody there with you? Huh? You sitting down? You sitting down? So, folks, this morning we got up to the news that former parliamentarian Devon Sears, he was observed in a vehicle at a roadblock in Linden. My. Gotta be so careful in this life. I'd rather be talking about anything else, you know. I'd rather be talking about anything else but the story. But it is what it is, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. So MP Devon Sears and another man were arrested following a marijuana bust. This was yesterday. We're being told about 20 to 41 hours. A police team was on mobile patrol duties in the vicinity of the Old Bamia checkpoint. It's just as you approach the Linden Junction proper. When they observed two persons who were found to be in possession of 310 kilograms of cannabis. Yep. The ranks, they tell us, were conducting random stop and search when they stopped this dark blue Toyota Harris minibus bearing registration numbers BAJ4486, property of Region 10's Tourism Committee. We're told the vehicle was driven by former MP Devon Sears, 39-year-old educator and political activist from Mackenzie, Linden, where I was born. He was accompanied, they tell us, by one passenger, one Albert Sandy, 69 years old. He's said to be a farmer of Tucama waterfront, the Upper Berbice River. He was seated also in the front seat of this bus. We're told further that upon stopping the vehicle, the driver began acting in a suspicious manner. According to the police, he was sweating profusely. One of the ranks asked the driver what he was transporting, to which he responded, I am transporting tourism plants. I am transporting tourism plants. According to the report, the rank then instructed the driver to pull to the side of the road and informed him that a search would be conducted of the vehicle. The driver acknowledged. And we're told the police discovered 22 bulky black plastic bags and 4 large brown canvas bags inside the vehicle containing leaves, seeds, and stems suspected to be cannabis rather. Both men were told of the offense, arrested, and cautioned. We're told that the former MP Devin says he remained silent, while Albert admitted ownership, stating that the narcotics belonged to him, Albert, and that he had paid Sears to transport him to Perico. We're told that both men were arrested, escorted to the Mackenzie police station, along with the suspected cannabis, which was weighed in their presence and amounted to 310.71 kilograms rather. Yep. It said both suspects were placed in custody pending charges as investigations continue. That's what we are learning this morning. Tourism plans. Yeah. You ever wake up good? You ever wake up good, and then you just don't know where it is going to hold? You just don't know. Transporting tourism plans. All right, we're going to watch to see how this one goes. Of course, this is a little painful for us. On this side, Devin is a former colleague in the National Assembly. Right? And of course, it affects you a little bit. I saw, of course, the government aligned media, they're going to have a field day with this. Happy day. Right? Today for you, tomorrow for me. Yep. I was told also, I'm observing, let's know if you're hearing us loud and clear. You're a little too quiet. The Alliance for Change has put out a statement. This is Devin's party. Has put out a statement, right? Noting the reports. It says that while Sears remains an active member of the AFC, the party emphasizes that all persons are entitled to the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law. They corrected that. They go on to say here in this statement that the AFC firmly believes in upholding the rule of law and due process, right? And trusts that the relevant authorities will conduct a fair, transparent, and impartial investigation in the matter. The party goes on to state that they reiterate their unswerving commitment to integrity, accountability, and lawful conduct among all those who serve or have served under its banner. The party does not condone any act that contravenes the laws of Guyana or undermines public trust. And that is what a part of the statement out of the Alliance for Change, the AFC, part of what that statement reads. Yep. That is some of the information we have for you at this hour. Folks, we got another 15 minutes or so with you folks this morning. A lot happening. Quite a bit of a weekend on us, but some of what we're tracking this morning, we tracking this issue, this killing of this young lady here. I'm trying to put it delicately, in West over the weekend as well, Sunday. Wild West. Wild West out there, folks. This lady lost her life um, tragically. You know, the value for human life. 24-year-old Fennell Brewster was shot and killed on Sunday. We told that the two young men at least were trailing her brother and that they had intercepted the brother and he was having a tussle with them when she had stepped outside to see what was happening and was shot in the course of what, for all intents and purposes, was a robbery in progress. She was shot twice, they said. Twice. During this scuffle with her brother. Okay? Once to her arm, they tell us, and once to her chest. 24 years old. And so senselessly. That's the part that gets to me. So senselessly, people can take another life in this country. And I had a sad task yesterday of touching base with the family. You know, spoke with her dad and spoke with her sister. And of course, as you can imagine, this family is so torn, you know, wrapped in grief. I listened to the mother via Big Smith News. You know, something else there. Something else there. Right? Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Please and thank you. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. We got some folks trying to call us now. We can deal with them later on. Right? But good to have all of you on the broadcast this morning. If you can say a prayer for this family, please do so. Right? You can say a prayer for the Brewsters. Do so. Do so. Do so. Senseless killing. You know, these guys don't owe you nothing. How people can just operate like that? The folks don't owe you anything. And people feel as though they can just operate in this manner. You know, very, very sad state of affairs in this country. But as an update to this story, we're also being told that 2 persons have since been held who are known to the authorities. And, you know, I'm not going to get excited about this. You know, when we see convictions, let the law have its course. Like we said in the Evans case, the law presumes innocent until you're proven guilty. When I see convictions, you know, but the police are telling us that they have held 127-year-old Shaquille Wilberg, and they also have another suspect in their custody, one 28-year-old Akindi Ross. They have been apprehended in connection with this shooting death. And, you know, the folks in East Ramville, the West Ramville, we visited yesterday. And we actually had an outreach in East Ramville quite recently as well. They tell us of this uptick in criminal activity in those areas. And I call upon the authorities in my own simple capacity. We call upon the authority to arrest this situation in West and East Ramville. Their lives matter too. You know, their lives matter too. So let us arrest this situation. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Let's arrest it. All right? Let's arrest that. You know, I talked to that father, the sister. As I said, you guys can pray for this family. Let's do that. Let's do that. Right? Remember we told you early on about this situation with the mud flinging incident? right? We told you about that. Well, it stemmed apparently from this rice mill in Essequibo, right? It produces a lot of dust in that neighborhood. And apparently, it's been going on for a little while now, and residents believe that, at least a few of them, that the proprietor there is not paying them much heed. And again, we say it's no reason for us to take the law into our own hands. It is simply no reason whatsoever to do that, right? But we're told that a court has now ordered that business, right, remove piles of paddy husk and control burning, and also has instructed that they install dust control measures by December. That is the order of the court. You see, let justice prevail. Let justice prevail. Let justice prevail. Right? That's how you do it. I won't fling mud on people, and people don't complain. Go to the police. That is how we should do it. You know, if everybody go and you take matters into your own hands like that, it's trouble. It's problem. The court says fix it. Right? Remove the piles of paddy husk. You know, control the burning, install dust control measures. And when they don't do that, right? When they don't do that, right, we take it from there. We take it from there. That being said, let's shoot a couple other things at you beautiful folks. 1,300 of you pushing on 1,400 watching us this morning. We're so grateful for that. We're so grateful for that. So grateful. All right, so we're watching that, good folks. We're watching that. The mud throwing and the rice mill dust situation there. We're watching that. And we're being told as well, we got a emerging situation here at GCOM. Apparently, the chairman of GCOM and GCOM not acknowledging the opposition appointed commissioners, right? Telling them that they'll be guided, the commission will be guided by the new parliament, the sitting of the new parliament. Yeah. So right now is judge, jury, and executioner. You know? yeah. So you're watching this. She's interpreting and says they don't represent the opposition, apparently. I think that's the rationale that Claudius is going with. They don't represent the opposition. I wish Claudius the best. You know, everything is at time. Everything is for time. I wish God the best. Everything is for time. Don't matter with nothing. You know. Just for time. Just for time. Yeah. Just for time. So you're watching that, folks. I saw a bit about poverty and what one of our international organizations telling us about poverty. Right? UNDP says about 15,000 Guyanese remain in multidimensional poverty. Right? Another 54,000 vulnerable. That's what the UNDP is telling us. Another 54,000 vulnerable. Right. Fastest growing economy in the world, high income country, everything. Everything. Thank you, UNDP. You see, when we see it, and these seem very conservative figures, really and truly. They seem to be very conservative figures. 1.8% of the population. This report says 15,000 Guyanese. Multidimensional poverty. Another 54,000 vulnerable. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people, even by conservative estimates. That's still a lot of people. Quite a few people in poverty. Fastest growing economy in the world. My God. Fastest growing economy in the world. Still trying to bring treated water to. I thought the goal was in the last 5 years, they're pushing this down now. To bring treated water to everyone. They've been trying to do this. How long they in power? 32 years? Yeah. Promise again. Promises. This is how people live in poverty in this country. You don't have access to treated water. You don't have access to electricity. For some of us, it's reliable electricity. For some people, they don't have electricity at all. They don't have it at all. That is it. That's poverty too. You can't afford it. You don't have it. Some people can't afford the cost for the meter. Is meter free too now? Is it? Do you get a meter for free? We went in a place in Region 3 recently. The folks said that you gotta buy the post. If you want to get power, you gotta buy the post, you gotta buy the wiring, and then you gotta get them boys a little bly. You gotta get them boys a little bly. So some folks said we can't. We out of power because we can't afford the post. Some people can't afford the electricity. So they steal it. Did I learn in law that you don't steal electricity, you divert? You can't pick it up and run with it. So the correct term is diversion of electricity. You divert it from one course. It shouldn't be coming to your house, but you divert it. You divert it. They promised us the gas to shore was coming. It's 2 years late, and we got to pay one of the contracting companies about $100 million because we wasted their time in this project. $100 million. Yep. And then the project cost itself has ballooned from about 400 million US. It's almost $1 billion. This gas to shore project that they're promising is going to halve the electricity bill. That's what they're promising. People diverting electricity. Diverting. Things tough. Things tight. Things tight. And then we're not getting from Exxon finally what's supposed to be ours. We're not getting it from Exxon. We're not getting it. I see we're still disputing a lot of added costs. Exxon said we do X, you gotta pay me back. And we say no, them money ain't looking right. The money ain't looking right. Ain't looking right. And money that should be going to the people, not going there. I looked up the chairman of Exxon. What's his name? Mr. Woods? Is it Darren Woods? You all help me. I looked up Darren Woods. And one of the things I checked up on him is where he lives. Right? Darren Woods lives in an area in Manhattan. Right? Most Guyanese won't even pass there in their lifetime. Won't even pass there. Much more to live there. And it's we got oil. Darren, what is in got oil, you know? We got oil. We wouldn't even be able to pass there in that area in Manhattan in our lifetimes. In our lifetime. Yeah. I check it up. You can make the check. Darren Woods, or whatever the fella's name is. Exxon CEO lives. They give you the general area. Right. I check out the rent, home ownership. How much a house here? Right. I read an article recently and thought about that. It said people working for $300,000 US a year used to be able to live comfortably in Manhattan. So now that don't do. 300,000 US a year. You could easily afford rent and the lifestyle of the woods. Right? This oil is ours. Where you living? How you living? We got oil and we thief in power. We got oil and people think they can't earn an honest living and live comfortable. They got to get into illegalities, bust on some highway with tourism plans. Right? It's no excuse for illegality. Let me just underscore that. None. But this oil is ours. When we live in the Pradoville 2 and 3s of this world, with our oil, them boys fighting we. Remember, Vikram says, young and lazy. If we give to you all, what is yours? We give you what is yours. You're young and lazy. Take it in spoonful. Take a spoon of cook up here. With your little carrot rip. Take it here. We give to you what is yours. Young and lazy. Young and lazy. Let's leave it there this morning, folks. Let's leave it there. I pray. Let's leave it there. And we're going to catch you back on the other side of the day. You know, bring you an update on some of these issues and some other information. Let's leave it there. Have a great morning all. Good to see you. Lynette Zephyr, Deborah Clark, Edwards, Sheila Boychild, Bernice, Vanessa Adams. Good to see you there as well. And all the other folks who join us. Joseph, Jilly G, thanks for the thing. Joycelyn Williams, good to see you on the live too. Good to see all of you this morning. Thank you guys so much for your support. You know, and then sure, you can see a link flying by. Don't pretend you didn't see it. You know, keep me off the streets. Keep me off of Linden Highway and buses and you know, keep me away from tourism plants and so on. Please, I beg of you. Have a great day, folks. That's our time. That's our broadcast. We're going to see you guys on the next one. Have a fantastic day. Have a